Okay, platypuses, today we're going to be adding the ly suffix and we're going to be learning the spelling rules. Okay, so the ly suffix is a consonant suffix. That means that it starts with a consonant. And when it starts with a consonant, that makes it easier to learn the spelling rules. So if a suffix starts with a consonant letter, it is added straight onto most root words without any change in the last letter of the words. So that means that it is a lot easier because most of them you just add the suffix onto it. So you add the ly suffix. The only difference is that when the base word ends in a Y, change the Y to an I first and then add the ly suffix. So that is like some of the rules that we've learnt before for some of the other suffixes. So usually you just add the ly suffix, but if it ends in a Y, then you change the Y to an I first and then add the ly suffix. Okay, so we're going to do some exercises. So we're going to do some practice tasks. And just first of all, we're just going to look at some of the rules. So here are some adjectives and they've been changed into adverbs. Now, can you remember in Grammar Masters on Monday when you were learning about the ly suffix and adverbs? So here are the words. Sudden is changed into suddenly. Safe becomes safely. Loud becomes loudly. Quiet becomes quietly. And can you see all of these words, all we've done is added the ly suffix. Nothing needed to be changed with the root word or the base word. Okay, so that's very straightforward and easy to remember when you're spelling them. Now, these ones are different. Can you see these words here? So again, these are all adjectives and they've been changed into adverbs. So you have greedy, easy, angry and happy. What do you notice about all of these words? What do they all end in? That means that we have to do something, okay? Can you say it out loud? They all end in a Y. So we are going to change the Y into an I and then add the ly suffix. So can you see greedy becomes greedily, easy becomes easily, angry becomes angrily, and happy becomes happily. So all the Y's at the end of these adjectives have been changed to an I and then the ly suffix have been added to them. So that's the only thing you need to remember about words that end in Y. Okay, so when you are using words that end in ly, so these are adverbs, it means, so the suffix ly means in this manner or in this way, okay? So it tells us how something is happening. So we can give this instruction using fewer words, okay? So we can say walk proudly or walk quietly or walk hastily. So it's telling us, we're just saying it, really it's in a short way and we've used fewer words, we've just used 2 words to say. So walk proudly, it's telling us how to walk, or walk quietly or walk hastily. So it's telling someone how to walk. So I've got an activity for you to do and I want you to use adverbs, so words ending in the ly suffix, to tell someone how to walk around the room. So at home, I want you to get somebody at home and I want you to tell them how to walk. So here are some examples, okay? So you can tell them to walk proudly, walk silently, walk hastily, walk grumpily, walk clumsily, but you might be able to think up of some of your own, and then you may swap around then and they can get you to tell you how to walk using adverbs, okay? So that's your first activity. So pause the video and have a go at doing that at home with somebody. Okay, how did you get on? Did you enjoy that? So it's a really good way to practice using those words to actually do the actions and walk in that way. So let's have a look at your next activity. So you're going to play a robot game, okay? So the way you can do this is you can get someone to pretend to be a robot. And what you have to do is, this is the robot adverb instructions. And you have to tell them how they have to do something, okay? Because we know that when we use adverbs, it's telling someone how to do something, or in that manner or that way. So here you've got dance, okay? So you need to write an instruction here. So it could be like the example I've given here, dance crazily. Okay, crazily is an adverb, or it could be hop neatly. You have hop here and you might add neatly. Okay, so you are going to pretend to be a robot, ask someone to pretend to be a robot, and when you deliver an instruction card to them, so that's an instruction here, so these are your instruction cards, these are the instructions here, and then and when you deliver an instruction card to them that has been spelt correctly, so that's important, it has to be spelt correctly, then they have to pretend to do that thing. Okay, now beware. Can you see my beware here? Okay, so that means that robots or computers, they cannot understand and follow programming that has spelling mistakes in it. So check the instructions for any mistakes. So before you give anybody an instruction, okay, before your robot, your pretend robot reads it, you must make sure that it's spelt correctly. Otherwise, your robot will not be able to do the instruction, okay? Now, there are lots of words here. All of these words, these root words, can all be turned into adverbs, okay? So you have a choice there, and you can make up your sentences. You can use them like, you can use them more than once, okay? You can use all, so you could use all of these, and you can use them in with these, or you can make up your own instructions for the robot, as long as you use adverbs in your instructions, okay? And the important thing is to remember, don't forget to spell them correctly, otherwise your robot will not be able to follow your instructions. And then you can have a swap around, and you can get the person who you were doing that with, maybe they can give you instructions and you can walk or dance or hop or whatever it is in that manner, in that way, using an adverb. Okay, so it's a really fun game and a really good way to practice those adverbs. Okay, so have fun with it.